Shannon Caetano's 2 pregnancies were far from easy.
Kian, my firstborn, his was literally vomiting all the way through, so sometimes it would be 20, 30 times a day.
Plagued with a condition known as hyperemus gravidarum, she spent most of her days with crippling dizziness and nausea, struggling to walk, drive and work.
Now I know what people feel like when they say they've got chronic illness or sickness. You know, I never compare it to what some people go through, but to me it just felt like it was never going to end.
Not only did it take a physical toll, but her mental health suffered too.
You know, there were often times where I was like, gosh, it would be so easy if my life ended right now and I wouldn't have to go through it and someone could just take the baby out of me. And there were other times where I just didn't even want to get out of bed.
She'd never suffered anxiety or depression before her pregnancies, but says her experience took her to a dark place. And Shannon isn't alone. In fact, a new survey has revealed 93% of mums across New Zealand and Australia felt anxious or fearful during pregnancy. But only a quarter of them felt like their mental health was supported by the healthcare system.
You know, aside from my GP asking me and my husband asking me or my friends, not a single one actually offered mental health support. As in, you weren't even given a referral to go to one. It was like everyone just forgot, post-birth everyone forgot that you had gone through it and all the focus just shifted onto the baby. I think our health system is in a state of decline in this country. You know, it really is.
Midwife Libby Kane sees it every day and says there just aren't enough resources to help.
A mum's mental health can get so bad in pregnancy because of anxiety that they sometimes get admitted to hospital. There's units in several parts of the country that they need to be separated from their family and admitted to hospital and watched because they're a bit of a danger to themselves.
The confronting numbers form the backbone of a new pregnancy paradox campaign, aiming to highlight both the beautiful and not so beautiful parts of childbirth and motherhood.
And we kind of really wanted to kind of open up this conversation around, you know, this paradox of I can feel one way but also feel another way at the same time. So you can be really excited and really nervous. You can be really grateful, but you also can't wait for it to end.
Lara Henderson, mother and founder of skincare brand Pure Mama, commissioned the study and says too often Kiwi women suffer in silence. She says with little support from the healthcare sector, it's important to create a safe space for Kiwi mums to air their worries.
But when you've got, you know, 1 in 4 people having a miscarriage or people struggling with infertility, you know, how dare you say something about how you're not enjoying pregnancy? You know, just be grateful. And that just simply couldn't hurt women anymore because their heart is their heart in that moment and they should be allowed to talk about that.
The study comes just 6 weeks since the issue of postpartum depression was thrust into the spotlight during the trial of South African mother Lauren Dickerson.
Well, I often look at that case and think, why the hell was somebody not helping this mum? And, you know, I know she wasn't here very long, but that whole care of her is unbelievable and maybe someone's going to learn from it.
Shannon Caetano agrees and worries for the mothers out there who aren't lucky enough to have a tight network around them.
If I didn't have the support system that I currently have and have had, I don't even know whether I'd be around. Because it gets hard. It gets really hard. And it's really hard because once you're down that hole, how do you get out of it?
And until our healthcare system can stop them getting there in the first place, it's hoped an open dialogue will help to provide the support many women lack.
I just hope that in a small way we can start normalising these conversations. We want to make sure that we do that justice and actually have a purpose where we funnel that and going, okay, how can we normalise these things and get everybody talking?
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald. Click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.